Hello everyone, my name is Rafael and I'm the founder of BeGreat.com and the creator of Great Life Planning System. I teach young adults the essential life skills and proven success strategies that they need to create a great life for themselves. Ultimately, I help them create an effective personal life plan. A life plan designed not only to help them achieve joy, success, and deep fulfillment within, but also make a positive impact on the world. So if you're tired of living an average life and you want to live a great life, I can help you plan it, do it, and be it. Now, today we want to talk about goals, setting goals and achieving them. I'm sure it has happened to you so many times, as it has happened to me, where we set goals, we get all excited and inspired, and a week later, 2 weeks later, maybe 2 months down the line, we give up, we have forgotten about it, and we haven't had the discipline to follow through. And sometimes months or even years go by, and it doesn't make us feel good. I think life is all about achieving goals. If you want to move up in life and keep the excitement there, keep the growth there, you have to have goals in every area of your life. And it will be great to know exactly how to specifically set great goals for yourselves and also learn how to achieve them. Now, there's two things we have to understand is one, knowing how to set great goals. Okay, there's a process that I'm going to tell you about briefly, but most importantly, I'm going to tell you about how to follow through and avoid the 7 what I call this goal killers. Avoid them, so as you start to move along and start the achievement of your goal, you won't get caught by these 7 things, and you can continue to move forward until you get the goals that you have in mind. Now, let's start with how to set specific goals. Set smart goals. All of your goals, whether you've been, it's in your career, maybe your health life, your relationships, whatever it is, make sure you follow this process. These are called SMART goals. I'm sure you've heard of it in many places, but that's the way to go. Whenever I have worked with startups, small and large companies, with my clients, this is the process that has helped everyone, including myself, to set those goals the right way and make them impactful, okay? So let's briefly go over this. S stands for specific. Set specific goals. Vague goals means vague results. So if you want to get specific results as soon as possible, make sure your goals are specific. If you want to, say, lose weight or do something in your career, maybe find a job or change, make sure you get specific. I want to lose weight by itself, it's not very specific. But I want to lose so many pounds doing this by eating this. Now that makes it very specific and it's much more impactful, okay? So keep that in mind, specific. The second one, M, is for measurable. How are you going to measure yourself? How will you know that you're succeeding? If you don't have measuring points along the way, then you don't know whether you're going in the right direction, wrong direction, are you making progress or not. So make sure you don't keep things vague and make sure they're measurable. If you're planning to lose weight, how many pounds? How many pounds a week? How many pounds a month? If you're looking for a job, when are you going to send that resume out? How many interviews are you looking for getting? How many interviews are you planning to, how many people are you going to reach out to? Make sure everything is measurable so you know you're progressing along that line effectively. Third, A is for achievable. Make sure your goals are achievable. Now, that doesn't mean set easy goals for yourselves, but that means if they're too way out of your league and they're so far away and so big that actually thinking about them turns you off, then that's not going to be an effective goal setting strategy, right? So make your goals challenging but possible, okay? Make your goals such that you have to work hard and you have to kind of reach out a little bit beyond your comfort zone to achieve them. But definitely you see how you're going to get there, and it's definitely possible. So it doesn't take the motivation away from you when you're thinking about them, okay? Relevant. Make sure your goals are relevant to you as a person, as an individual, that you know yourself really well, you know your values, you know your beliefs. Make sure they're relevant to you. If your goals that you have set for yourself are because somebody else mentions them to you, or because you're doing it for somebody else and it's just the thing to do, everybody's doing it, but you don't see the point, then you're not gonna go ahead and be excited about achieving them, okay? Make sure they fit your personality, your values, and your belief systems, and that's what makes them relevant to you. It's your way, you really, really want this, and you're going for it. Lastly, timely. Make sure you put a time limit on your goals. Goals that don't have time limits are wishes. I wish to be like this, I wish to have this, so on and so forth. So as soon as you put a time on that goal, then it becomes a serious goal. You have a time limit. Make sure you kind of chop the goal down into smaller pieces and put a milestone. By next week, I want to do this. By next month, 2 months, 3 months, a year. If it's a long-term goal, create 1 year, 3 year, 5 year plans. That's what we do for the companies that we manage. So timely, it's very important to set that so it keeps you focused, okay? So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timely, okay? That's how you set the goals. Now, let's move on to the 7 goal killers that you have to be watching out for and planning for in order to be very effective, and over the long run, you go ahead and achieve them, all right? Take a little water break. Okay, let me put this over here so we can reference it at the end. I hope you can see that. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, the first goal killer is no accountability. If you don't have accountability to anyone while you're going through your goal, then be careful. A lot of people say, well, I'm accountable to myself. But remember, your mind, your brain is pretty smart, and sometimes it works against you, okay? It likes to stay in the comfort zone, and most likely when the going gets tough, it will pull you back and will pull tricks on you to the point where you will procrastinate, or you will push the deadlines further out, and you basically will not be motivated to do that. You have nobody to answer to. So set your accountability correctly. Call a friend, a teacher, get a coach, maybe a family member. Get somebody to check up on you and tell them, hey, every week I want you to hold me accountable to achieving this, okay? As many people as possible. Sometimes get 10 people if you can, okay? But establish that accountability system around you, so that forces you to stay on those milestones and keep going and keep the action going, okay? So that's number 1. Number 2. Wrong beliefs, having the wrong beliefs. This is very, very important. It has happened to me so many times. If you want to achieve a goal and deep inside your mind you have the opposite belief, then you will not succeed. You will stop yourself, sometimes consciously, sometimes unconsciously. You don't even know why you're not doing this. But I'll give you an example. If you're planning to be wealthy and go out there and make some money, but deep down inside, for whatever reason, maybe it was your past, family, whatever it is, your programming in your mind, your belief system says that, well, wealthy people are evil, or money is bad, and there's a lot of darkness in money, and so those are the ideas that will work against you as you move forward and you want to achieve that goal, okay? So before you set a goal, make sure you go through your your thoughts and your belief systems, and ask yourself, do I have any beliefs, any values that are against this goal? And if you do, then go back and clean them up or worked on them as you move forward, and go ahead and move forward and achieve your goals. If you don't do that, you will get in your own way, and that's the worst kind, because as I said, your mind always does that to you. So make sure you take care of that, okay? Check your beliefs and make sure you don't have the opposite or wrong beliefs regarding that goal. Number 3. Stop at first failure, okay? One thing to understand is that you will fail, okay? You will fail, and the first time you try something, the second, third time even, and this is something that should not stop you. It's not the end of the road there. You fall down, you kind of dust yourself off, you regroup, you set your mind straight, and you go forward again. It's the persistence that you need over and over in order to achieve goals in general. This is another important thing to understand. That's why maybe 98% of the people fail in achieving their goals, is because as soon as they fail, they say, well, this isn't for me, this is too difficult, I'm just gonna fail over and over again, and there's no use, so I'm gonna go pull back and go back to the way I was, okay? So prepare for that. Prepare for failures, and make sure you have a plan to get up and get back on the horse, and then start to move on and move forward again. Sorry, it's very dry here, so I have to drink water. Okay, number 4. That's a 4 now. Not knowing your style. Everybody has a different style of approaching things, okay? There are some people that are very aggressive, they're very energetic, and they take immediate action. That's just their style. Other people are a little bit more conservative, maybe they're shy, they start slowly, they have to check on things, make sure everything is safe before they move forward, do their calculation, analysis. Now, whatever your style is, as long as you're moving forward, you're doing the right thing. So don't get caught up into what other people are doing or what other people are saying. Just make sure what is your own success style, and use that in achieving your goals. If you have to, this is my style, for example. I take large goals and I break them into small pieces, sometimes very, very small, what I call stupidly small pieces, but that's the way I do things, and I move forward according to that. I have these mini goals, and I conquer one step and move to the next one, and before you know it, I've made it all the way to the end, okay? That's just my style. Other people, they take massive action, they just jump in, and they do 10 different things, and they're happy with that, okay? They have the energy, they don't mind falling down, and they don't mind failure, and they just move forward, okay? Whatever your style is, do that. Be yourself, and cut all the noise out, and do what you want to do. Do it the way you want to do it, okay? So understand your style. Don't use anybody else's style. Number 5. Waiting for fear to go away. There's a lot of us that when we're about to start out, we set the goal, and that first step that we need to take, we always stop because we're nervous, or we're afraid, and we don't know everything, a fear of unknown. Whatever the reason is for that, make sure that does not stop you, okay? You will never feel comfortable when you're changing or doing something new. You will always have some fear. You will always be uncomfortable. You will not know everything at the beginning, okay? But as you make progress and move forward, the fear will subside. You will get more information, so you will know more stuff. You will get more comfortable, and you will be more confident, basically, to move forward. So do not wait for the fear or the nervousness, to all that stuff to subside, and then start. Just go ahead and get started. Take action, as small as it is. Move forward, And it's one of those things where you have to feel the fear and move forward anyways. Don't worry about it, it will go away. But don't wait for it to go away at the beginning and then you start. That's not going to happen. Number 6. Wrong environment. You have the wrong environment around you in order to achieve that specific goal. As an example, if you're planning to lose weight or go on a diet, and you come to your room or to the house or dorm room or whatever, and there's junk food all over the place, or maybe your roommates or your family, they have junk food all over the place. It's very, very difficult for you to stick to your goal when your environment does not support you, right? So you have two options. Either you get out of that environment or you change the environment you're in. Whatever you have to do, make sure you do that, because subconsciously you pick things up and you want to make things easier on yourself, not more difficult. You already have a lot of challenges when you're going for a goal. You already have challenges in your own mind that you have to work with. So if the environment is not supportive, then that's an extra thing that you have to worry about. So before you start or as you're starting, notice things around you. Maybe you don't have supportive people around you. Maybe there's negative people, things around you that entice you to take you out of the way. Whatever it is, fix those things before you move forward, because they'll make things much, much easier for you, okay? Now, the last and the seventh thing, being too attached to results. This is a little bit difficult to understand. It may sound counterintuitive, but it's very important. If you're too attached to getting immediate results and too attached to the measurement concept that we talked about here, then when you don't see progress, you will pull back. You will be disappointed. You will get negative immediately. So focus on the effort, focus on the action, okay? If you make enough effort and take enough actions, the result will come to you automatically, okay? So do not focus every single day, every minute on where are the results. How come I'm not getting the results? Well, this is not good enough. That's not good enough. When I'm going to get there? This is something that will work against you, okay? Focus on the effort and keep taking those steps and keep the results in mind. You have to have some sort of a measurement, a stick, in order to understand how far you're going and how fast you're going. But being too focused on it will actually work against you, okay? So focus on the effort. And in order to help you in that, there's a little bonus that I put here. This is what I do for myself and when I work for my team members. Reward yourself for the effort as well, okay? Celebrate the results when you get them, but as you make an effort, set these little rewards that encourage you along the way, okay? If you're taking these small actions and you're happy that you did, hey, go ahead and celebrate. Go ahead and put some sort of reward there, and you say, hey, if I get this done, this is what I'm going to do, okay? It could be anything. It could be maybe buying something small, going out and doing something, whatever, catching a movie, buying something nice for yourself, whatever it is, whatever works with you, goes back to your style, whatever your style is, make sure you do that. Set these rewards, and then take those actions, and when you get there, they will also help you, okay? So there's kind of a push-pull kind of a thing. You want to change your life and you want to move forward, but also the reward that you have set for yourself there, it actually pulls you through step by step. And every time you take an action, you reward yourself, then you set another reward and you take the other action. So what happens in your mind, you start to get used to that, it becomes a habit, and you start to move forward faster and faster and faster. Okay, so this is the way you set effective goals. That's number one. Number two, these are the 7 things that you have to work on to make sure you make solid progress and move forward and achieve your goals. This is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like what you hear here, the videos, please go to BeGreat.com and drop your email, join us over there. We're also on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn. Go to BeGreat.com and you'll find us there. I would love to hear comments from you, and a couple of likes will encourage me to do more videos of this nature for you. That's all I have for you. Thank you for your time, and go out there and be great. More importantly, also be very kind. Take care.